Welcome back to Core Conversations. Today we're diving into the 8 essential steps for successful hiring. It's a topic that impacts every business, big or small.
Absolutely. Finding the right people is the key to growth, isn't it? And it's not always easy, no.
Exactly. So many businesses struggle with this. What's the biggest mistake you see companies making in their recruitment process?
I think rushing the process is a huge one. They want to fill the position quickly, but end up with the wrong person. Yeah,
That makes perfect sense. It's like buying a car without a test drive. You might regret it later, right?
precisely. And that regret can cost a lot more than a bad car purchase. Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about the first step, defining the role. How crucial is getting this right?
It's foundational. A poorly defined role leads to mismatched candidates and high turnover. You need a clear job description outlining responsibilities, skills, and experience.
So no vague descriptions like go-getter or rock star.
Definitely not. Be specific, quantify achievements where possible. What does success look like in this role? That's important.
Good point. Makes it easier to assess candidates against concrete criteria. Next up, sourcing candidates. Where do you recommend companies look?
It depends on the role, but diversifying your search is key. Use job boards, LinkedIn, employee referrals, and consider attending industry events.
Employee referrals are often overlooked, but they can be gold mines. I agree.
Absolutely. They often lead to higher quality hires and better retention. People tend to refer those they trust.
Makes sense. Trust is a huge factor in any working relationship. Once you have a pool of applicants, how do you effectively screen and shortlist?
Start with a thorough review of resumes and cover letters. Look for keywords and quantifiable achievements. Then move to phone screens to assess communication skills and initial fit.
And what about those automated applicant tracking systems? Are they helpful?
They can be, but don't rely on them solely. They can filter out perfectly good candidates based on rigid criteria. It happens.
So a human touch is still essential. Let's talk interviews. What are some best practices?
Structure your interviews. Ask behavioral questions to assess past performance. Give candidates a chance to ask questions too.
Behavioral questions are great for predicting future behavior, right?
Exactly, and letting candidates ask questions shows you respect their time and are genuinely interested.
It also helps them assess if the role is a good fit for them. After the interviews, it's time for background checks and references. How important is this step?
Crucial. It's a matter of due diligence and protecting your company. Verify credentials, employment history, and check references.
And what about those tricky situations where references are vague or non-committal?
Dig deeper. Ask specific questions about the candidate's performance and work ethic. Don't be afraid to push for more detail.
Persistence pays off. Once you've chosen your candidate, it's time for the offer and onboarding. What are the key things to remember here?
Make a competitive offer, clearly outlining compensation and benefits. Then, create a structured onboarding process to help the new hire integrate smoothly.
A smooth onboarding can significantly reduce early turnover, for sure.
Absolutely, it sets the tone for the entire employee experience.
And that's vital for retention. Finally, evaluation and feedback. How important is this ongoing process?
It's essential for continuous improvement. Regular check-ins help identify areas for growth and address any issues early on.
It's not just about performance reviews, with ongoing communication. Exactly.
Precisely. Create a culture of open feedback and continuous learning.
That fosters a more positive and productive work environment. Let's touch on some common pitfalls companies fall into during the recruitment process.
Besides rushing, I'd say bias is a big one. Unconscious biases can creep into every stage of the process. It's true.
How can companies mitigate that?
Blind resume reviews, structured interviews, and diversity training can all help.
Excellent points. It's about creating a fair and inclusive process. How has technology changed the recruitment landscape?
It's revolutionized it. From applicant tracking systems to video interviewing, technology streamlines the process and expands reach.
But it's important to remember the human element, right?
Absolutely. Technology is a tool, but it shouldn't replace human interaction and judgment.
That was a great discussion. Thank you for sharing your insights on the 8 essential steps for hiring success. Remember, listeners, finding the right talent is an investment in your company's future.
My pleasure. It's a crucial process, and getting it right can make all the difference.
And for more tips and resources, visit our website at onecoredevit.com. Thanks for listening to Core Conversations.